What were we talking about today? Oh yeah, the is it Honduran?
Yeah.
There's thousands of people that just crossed into Mexico from Honduras, and they just let them in because they stormed a bridge, and they can't stop them. Sounds kind of like the dilemma we have here. Can't stop them.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
We could stop them. It's real simple.
No.
That's what other countries would do.
No.
If you tried to storm into Saudi Arabia, they'd dismember your ass. First we make you a member. Then we dismember you. I wouldn't want to be the journalist covering the journalist that got dismembered. Right?
Yeah.
I ain't afraid to talk about this.
I can't talk because my wife's sitting right next to me.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what we have for lunch? You can do all kinds of jokes about it, too. You can't talk properly.
No, it sucks.
Well,
I'd go upstairs, but I gotta move a whole bunch of shit if I gotta do it.
Upstairs. Do I have to go this second?
She's leaving. Thank God. I'm watching murder TV right now, Dateline. It's like, let's talk about how someone got murdered. The whole murder story. You know what? I'm really down on CNN and Fox News lately. That's my new thing.
As long as they play Arnold Schwarzenegger, gerrymandering needs to go away. I'm tired of gerrymandering.
It's like they try to make the news. They don't even report the news. They try to make it. You know, it's like this lady was trying not to let some black guy in her building because he wouldn't show his credential to get in, and they turn this whole thing into a race thing. She loses her job.
Right. I don't know how she ends up losing her fucking job over that.
Yeah, and I'm in the security industry. You're not supposed to let someone tailgate you in a building when they don't have credentials. It's but no, they have to turn it into a race thing. They have to make news about it. It's like they create the news just so they have something to report, you know? And then that gets all over and then what's she going to do now? She's screwed, you know? CNN sucks, man. They're a bunch of racist assholes, man. I swear to God, the whole place is. It used to be a decent station.
Dude, if it just so happened that she got attacked by this guy, you know, then they'd be like, well, she let him in the building. It's her own fault.
Yeah. She's following the rules.
And he didn't have his key, right?
Well, why didn't he just show? You know, why didn't he just say, oh, here's my credential? Or why didn't he go, I live in apartment 13 or whatever? But no, he had to be like, oh, it's because I'm black. It's because I'm black. Wham, 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 black.
Have his own key to get in this building because he's a fucking stupid asshole.
Yeah, and now she's getting blamed.
Because he forgot his key.
Yeah.
Now she's losing everything because he's a fucking moron.
And then CNN has to report it in their biased way. They report everything. It's like,
that's
I don't know why they do that.
Because
I'm
not
sick
even,
of that. Everybody needs to stop listening to CNN.
I used the Korean style of fighting to kick his ass.
Fox News, too, is no better. All they care about is selling fucking commercial time. And they're a bunch of elitist assholes who make millions of dollars, these people.
As long as if you're a white dude, you can't say or do nothing because they could turn it into racism.
That's all they try to do.
Either way, no matter what you do, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of it. Screw everybody. I don't care if you're black, white, you're a Mexican or Hispanic, a Chinese person. If you're a dick, you're a dick.
And there's plenty of them out there.
It has nothing to do with race.
If people who were dicks were shaped like dicks, man, there'd be a world full of penises walking around.
Yeah. Well, usually they just put them in white pickup trucks. That's how you can tell when you find one. So
you can find one in a BMW.
And a white pickup truck.
anyone driving a BMW on the road is a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Everyone I've met that's owned a BMW is not only a self-centered fucking asshole,
That's true.
they also drive like they own the fucking road. Like,
Yeah.
BMW stands for, I own the road.
Yeah.
So all you BMW owners out there, you're fucking assholes. And don't think just because you could buy a Mercedes, you should cover it up. Because it'll only take one day before we figure your ass out. So you might as well just keep the BMW and being a dickhead.
Where I'm at, everybody in a white pickup truck is just like a redneck jerk. Every single one I met.
There's probably the largest population of white pickup trucks per person anywhere on the planet.
Is there?
Probably.
If you're driving one, trust me, you just take a look in the mirror at yourself.
Take off your hat. Hanging up on your rifle rack. Okay, back to the Honduras thing. Okay, now what's going to happen? Now these people, they stormed from Honduras into Mexico, and we couldn't stop them. They're already coming through in droves anyway. Now, what's going to happen when the same group of people decides to do the same thing at the U.S. border? Are we just going to let them all run in?
We can't. We got to stop them there. We need to stop them.
1 million people a year we take in now. 2 million a year is enough to fucking destroy our system.
Yeah.
And we're right there because we don't even know about half of these motherfuckers that come across.
They could be gang members and criminals. We can't.
The guy's like, I'm not a criminal. I'm running from gangs. No, I'm sorry. I'm really, really, really sorry that your parents decided to have kids in a gang-infested, war-torn country. I'm sorry for you, bro. Your parents should have worn a condom.
They need to stop having children.
Eventually, the problem will come to an end when they quit breeding these gang members overseas. These countries have lost control of these gangs, but they're failing to tell you how much cash these gangs actually pay government officials. We could get rid of them. It's a war in their country with gangs and drugs, and they just don't get rid of it because the government's on the payroll. And until they fucking figure this out, will this ever go away? Same thing in Mexico. There's entire towns that exist simply from cartel members. Now, that's because of lack of government. And these people confide in killers and drug dealers to supply them with just their basic needs. They're basically paying for territory is what they're doing. They're
Every time I'm watching Dateline, I'm always thinking the husband did it. It's like, yeah, it was him.
And what's wrong with those people? It's like, move on already. You're going to kill your ex-wife? Just move on. I mean, something is just wrong with you motherfuckers.
It's good. I mean, that's why she left you, obviously.
I'm going to kill her because I can't stand her. Well, that made a lot of sense or whatever. They kill all their kids and shit and whatever. Something was wrong. Something was amiss from the get-go. It started all back to probably when the parents... Did any parents ever love the in-laws? You know, like... Is there a certain amount of just... in your brain to tell you that no one's acceptable?
No one's good enough. No one's good enough.
No one's good enough for your kid.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's a certain amount of brain power that just doesn't want it.
I'm kind of in that camp.
What it is it's your brain is telling your kids not to get married, not because the other person isn't acceptable, just the whole marriage process needs to be blocked out. They said that since 1970, till today, there's a 40% decrease in marriages. Now, 1970 was probably the beginning of divorce and all that, non-marrying shit, around that time. So since the beginning of this let's not get married thing, let's just have a kid, or let's not even have a kid, or whatever, 40% of the millennials less, I don't know how I'm saying this, than the 70s. So we're almost at 50%. That's huge. That's a huge, huge fucking number. The wedding gown and
Dude, my
wedding
advice is
should be
this.
shitting their pants right now.
My advice is if you're going to shoot the gun 3 times, make sure you leave with 3 shell casings.
Yeah, right.
It's easy to count. 1, 2, 3. Where are the 3 shell casings?
Or use a pillowcase or something. Shoot the gun in a pillowcase.
Yeah, make sure you got all the shell casings.
All the shell casings. Buy a revolver.
We should invent a device that catches the shell casing.
Yeah, it is. They have. It's a pillowcase.
I'm telling you, we just invented something.
Put a pillowcase over your hand?
It's the shell casing catcher.
I have a feeling these people are the stupid people that need to get caught for shit like that.
They must. It's like, dude, the shell casing's laying right there. It was your gun.
At this point, it's too late. When the police are finding shell casings.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're past the point where this is not a problem.
Yeah. I like the guy who thinks he's so smart he can like out-talk the interrogator.
Yeah, right. If he was smart, he wouldn't be saying one word.
That's it. That's my sign that the guy's smart. He doesn't say one word.
Well, like, am I under arrest? Yeah. Let's talk to my lawyer.
Yeah, you prove the case. Don't let me do it with my big mouth. I watched this show. There's this famous show that they did a Dateline on last night where it's a Netflix show. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's where this guy gets a bomb put on him and then he straps the bomb on him. And then it's the story. It's so crazy. It like became a Netflix series. And
it really happened.
Yeah, it's real. Oh, it's real. It was on Dateline last night. They showed the whole story. It was crazy, man. And the one guy, he just couldn't shut up, man. In the interrogation room, he was so smart, he just couldn't shut his mouth. Went on and on. It's like, dude. Talking about how smart he was.
So they caught the guys that did it?
Well, he died. He died of cancer in the hospital before they could even get him to trial. So...
Man, they should have strapped a bomb to his ass.
That's nuts.
It should be an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Wow.
If you rape and kill someone, we rape and kill you.
It seems fair.
It seems like people might not do it if they knew they're getting raped. They might even like it, these people.
I don't think that's...
You're like, this is a silverback gorilla. We're putting a female hormone on you of a silverback
on your
female.
ass.
You want to talk about getting raped?
Yeah.
You're getting raped by a gorilla. You know what? I'm getting a new job.
Huh? Does it have anything to do with silverback gorillas?
Nope. Killing Nazis. And business is good.
What's that from?
I don't know that movie with Brad Pitt. I don't even know the name of the movie.
Oh, I never seen that.
Oh, fuck, is that a good movie? He goes, now I bet when you get home, you're going to take that Nazi uniform off, aren't you? He's like, yeah, I was afraid of that. He goes, so I'm going to have to give you something you can't take off. And he carves a swastika on their forehead. There you go.
Is that supposed to be a true story?
I don't know, but if it is, it's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, I think it is.
He's like, I'm in the Nazi killing business, and business is good. He's perfect for that part, dude. I mean, that dude is just fucking good at whatever he does, I guess. Maybe.
He is a good actor. When he gets into a part, he's like into that part, man. He's like, it's like he's believable as all hell. That's a good skill.
Where's that thing with the Honduras Bridge?
Yeah.
Water cannon these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. What about the children?
Can't we just give
What
them a bunch?
about the
Listen,
children?
why don't we just give everyone who heads back a Visa card for $100?
Here, I got a better idea.
That's how you do it.
Why don't we not care about other countries' kids more than
tell
our
you,
own
we throw
country?
we throw Visa gift cards for anybody who goes back. You buy whatever you want. I'm telling you, at least half the people take it. I guarantee it.
Right.
Then we got nothing to worry about.
There's billions of people in the world that make like fucking 50 cents a day. Most of the people, 90
That's
plus
what I'm saying.
percent,
$100 gift card is like a year's worth of pay to these people.
there's no way we could fix the problem. The problem is each and every government as a whole all suck at their job and they leave everyone to starve. And while they live
Why
real
is that
well,
our fault?
that's the problem. And we keep sending millions and billions of dollars around the world to fix a problem that's not even being fixed. We're lining the pockets of government officials around the world. And they're not fixing a single fucking problem. And even if they tried to fix it with the amount of the billions we give them, it would be a small dent in the problem.
Yeah.
It's not we need to stop we need to send more birth control than money.
Yeah, good luck with that idea.
It's not humane, okay, but it's also not humane to allow all these people to starve. So,
or let them come here. I mean, you can't let everybody come here. It's impractical. I mean, we have to do something about it.
We already let way too many that have overwhelmed our system.
Mm-hmm.
So now what? If they had their way, there would be 100 people to each one of us coming in here. If we just let it open, it would just be a total fucking chaotic run to the border.
We have to close it. We have to close our borders completely.
Mm-hmm.
Or the situation is just going to get worse. I mean, there's just no other solution.
The problem is, it should be, hey, you could come here, but you have to be able to finance yourself for 10 years, 100%. Not even by working here. You have to have that much capital.
Yeah.
You can't take care of you. Then you're allowed to come here. And basically, so you're going to bring your kids here with that mentality, and then they're going to join gangs here. That's what's going to happen. And you're a good person. We can't even take care of our own poor people that live here, that were born here, that work here, that pay taxes here. We're not even taking care of them.
You know another thing? You know Meghan Markle? You know Meghan Markle?
No.
I could care less about her pregnancy sickness. It's like, that makes the news. It's like...
I don't even know who she is.
It's like, that's literally making the news. It's like... Who cares? I don't care that you're pregnant or that you're sick pregnant. No, but there's bigger problems in this world than your morning sickness. It's like, what the fuck? That is not news. God.
It's gotten bad when a hurricane only gets coverage when it's happening.
Yeah.
And now it's like, nobody even gives a fuck no more.
No.
Hurricane Michael. Or Michelle. Whichever. Oh, fuck. It came and went, and now we're not going to clean up the mess, and we're going to go on to the next one.
Yeah. We're waiting for the next
hurricane. People are going to complain that live on the beach. They didn't fix my beach house. Well, let me tell you something, motherfucker. If you were like in Washington State, where you have to wear a winter coat to go to the beach, you rarely hear hurricanes there. Why? You're not in Hurricane Alley. Those people aren't complaining at all.
Yeah.
They live on Suck Beach. But you live on the fun, warm, tropical beach. And that's why you fucking got a hurricane, dumbass. That's like saying you live in Hawaii and you're disappointed that a volcano erupted and the lava went right through your fucking living room. Really? Well, you live at the base of a volcano, you dumb fucker.
Yeah.
And with gravity and all that fun shit like gravity, you're bound to get run through by people. Stand there and they're like, the lava is moving at 0.005987 kilometers an hour. It's like you have time to move the house, dude. It's not like a hurricane that just comes through. You're slowly watching that lava creep towards your house.
Yeah, that must be torture. You know it's inevitably going to come. Once it comes, it's like your whole area is destroyed.
They show it creeping up, like just barely touching a fence post, and then poof. It seems like you almost have time to move your house.
It's like you get Lyme disease, you know, people get Lyme disease and then they're like held up for like 2 years with it and shit. It's like, I fucking hate to get Lyme disease.
There's all kinds of weird diseases going on. I wonder if they were always there. We just let people die and never talked about it.
You could have Lyme disease and not even know it. You're just all tired all the time and shit, and you're wondering what's wrong. You have no fucking idea you got it. I probably have it.
I'm tired as hell lately.
I got bit by a tick. I found a huge tick on the back of my leg, and it left a big fucking mark when it was done. And that's a sign that you got some shit. And you know what? I've been run down, man, for a couple years now.
Wow.
I probably have Lyme disease.
That sucks.
Yeah. It's like, what are you going to do about it, though? It's like...
I don't think you can do anything.
No. Whine about it. I'm going to try not to get diseases. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Imagine being a doctor. It's like people come in and you're like, you never know what they have.
Yeah. Fucking.
And you're like, oh, I got this and I got that. And you're starting to think, this motherfucker's got typhoid.
Yeah. I don't think I want to fucking help this guy.
He's starting to describe his symptoms, and you're stepping back where
it's like you're seeing 10 sick people a day.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta be fucking strong as hell. Can't be one of them dudes who gets sick all the time because you'd be fucked. I don't think you can catch Lyme disease from people though.
It's from a deer tick or something.
Yeah, you gotta get
Deers
it.
have weird diseases, you know that?
Yeah.
It's like, what? They got a new, like, fucking zombie deer disease that might be contractable to humans. And I'd have to say, it's true, man, because half the dudes shooting at them deer eating that venison are kind of zombies, man.
Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and half them people will fucking croak.
You're like, isn't that a 10-point buck? Well, we don't include them little stubs. Them little stubbies. That's only an 8-point buck where I come from. You guys from the north, you include that little stub. It'd be a 10-point buck for you, 8-point buck for us.
You ever see Bruce Jenner's new girlfriend?
Does he have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
So he's a lesbian?
He's a guy who turned into a broad that likes women.
Yeah, that's a new, what do you call that? A trans testicle.
A trans lesbian.
That's fucking crazy. So.
What's his name now?
Caitlyn.
Oh, Caitlyn, that's right. Let me look her up now. Caitlyn.
Probably a fine ass chick.
Yeah, she's good looking, man. It's like, damn,
he's a dude that turned into a chick that still likes chicks.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, right. I don't get it, man.
Well, I can see that. He probably was never attracted to guys. So it's like...
He just wants to wear the clothes and whatever. He probably gets a discount at that store, that clothing store that the Kardashians.
What is her interest in him, you know? I guess it's still a guy, though, technically.
There's some weird-ass shit out there, dude. Like,
I think they're engaged.
They never met in prison that have a life sentence.
I mean,
can't
she
you
is
just
a
like
fox.
pick a normal person that is out here? Is that so much of a challenge? Right?
Maybe she's a guy who turned into a girl too.
Maybe she's a guy that turned into a girl and then back into a guy and then back into a girl.
I think she was a guy who turned into a girl.
Does she have an Adam's apple? What's her name?
They're both guys who turned into girls.
Remember that? What's your name? Pat.
That's weird, man. What's if you're a girl who turned into a guy, and then the guy turned into a girl, and then you hook up? What's that?
That's the future of America.
Yeah, that's got me confused, man, right there. She was formerly known as Scott. That's what it says.
No way.
It says Sophia, formerly known as Scott, came out in her high school newspaper as transgender.
So he does like dudes.
He only likes dudes that turn into girls. Oh, that's weird.
That's
man.
probably there's probably like a club they met at. It's called chickswithdicks.com.
Oh.
But chicks with dicks. Damn, she's fine. Then she whips out her dick, and you're like, whoa, that boom, surprise, surprise. Wow. Wow. Should have warned me about that. Here's why it don't make sense. I think. I'm not sure. I'm just going on pure speculation. You know what? I shouldn't even bring this up.
No, I just...
Sometimes.
Yeah. You're probably better off not.
I wasn't really even thinking about it because, it's like there's a whole section that I don't know about. So I guess saying something don't matter.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
how do you know?
I'll say it. I was going to say, why would you switch up like that? Because I'm sure that chicks are better at oral sex than, you know what I mean? So.
You think?
I would think so.
I don't think that's true.
I don't know. I would think that chicks are way better at that. So you would want to stick with that group just because of that. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think that there would be some argument from the other side on that.
Maybe. I don't know. You'd have to. I would say they're probably better. They were born to be better at it.
Huh.
Who knows? Maybe I'm just, because I'm not one of those gay dude, I wouldn't know, so.
Yeah, you don't know.
Maybe it's wrong. That's why they do it. Maybe I'm wrong. So that's crazy that he's with a chick it's amazing how acceptable it's actually been. At first it was kind of weird, but somehow the Kardashians made it acceptable. You know what I mean? If this happened to any other movie star, it wouldn't go so smooth. I don't think. I can imagine what it's like in their house. Dad, stop your bitching. It's that time of month again for you. I was watching Friends, and because I still like to look at them chicks on that show, and the one I can't think of his name. Anyway, he was dating the Courtney chick on the show. But anyway, he's kind of a dorky dude, but he said he was talking to a chick who was like gonna get a divorce that he's dating, and he's like trying to break up with her or whatever. And he's like, my parents broke up, and for the longest time, I really resented that dude for, whatever. And then he says something like, and I blame my dad for that. I was like, you never guessed for a minute that he was talking about his dad being with the dude. They spring it on him. You're thinking he's talking about his mom fucking around with a dude. That guy pissed me off. Every time I seen him, I resented him. I never could forgive my dad for hooking up with that guy.
Yeah, you can't predict that anymore.
Fuck that. I'd be like, what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? It's not your choice. You know what I mean? If your parents decide to go that way, I'd be fucking weird.
I'm looking at like these really awesome pictures now that they can take of microscopic stuff,
I don't get why there's a jumbotron at the football game. It's like is there seats that can't see the field?
Yeah, nowadays it's probably true.
You got the beam seat. You're like, I'll flip you for the...
You might as well just stay home and watch it on TV.
You think they'd just leave that seat out, the one behind the beam?
You could just say you were there. That's about it. You could take a picture of the beam.
Pretty soon, just say you're at the game when you didn't go. Did you see that game? Oh, yeah, I was there. You weren't even at the game.
Well, no, they'll need to see a selfie. Without the selfie, you weren't there.
Big deal. You could create a selfie. Of you there, probably.
That's what I should do. I should just, create a whole bunch of selfies of me at cool places.
At games, yeah, right?
Yeah.
I'm at the Eiffel Tower today.
Yeah.
I'm at the protest for the LGBTYN or whatever the fuck those guys are. You got a rainbow on your face.
Right.
Nobody ever said.
I'm going to win the $1.6 billion Mega Millions.
So am I. And when I win, I'm just going to go around bullying people that bullied me. I'm going to get some big bodyguards.
Wow.
I'm going to find where they're at, just show up at their hangout, their bar, and just fuck with them. I mean, really fuck with them. Can't wait to do that. Just totally humiliate the fuck out of some people, man. They better hope I don't win. There's 5 motherfuckers out there right now. Better hope I don't win. Their life's gonna get miserable overnight. They say, forget about the past. Oh, I have forgot about most of it. But there's a few dudes I'd really like to fuck with.
I want the whole thing in cash.
I'm not saying hurt them at all.
I want it in cash.
I want it in pennies.
Just back a truck
Here's
up.
what I want. I want it in cash. I don't trust the banks.
I want it in 20s and 10s.
I'm afraid someone's going to hack my account, and they're going to fucking start stripping cash off this bitch, and I won't even notice.
I think when you win that much, you only get 900 million, though, if you take the lump sum. I don't know if I can make it on 900 million.
Or you get 37 million a year. That's a different category of people. Oh, you only have 37 million. Call me when you have $750 million, and then you could hang around with my daughter. I'd take the lump sum of cash. I'd give my family each a big chunk of it. Then I'd literally hire someone to keep me from killing myself. I might kill myself. Why? Because they just gave me way too much fucking money.
Yeah.
And I'm the kind of dude that's gonna fuck around to the edge. I'm gonna buy a big ass penthouse and a parachute. I'm gonna cliff dive off my fucking balcony. I'm gonna base jump.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 45 million $20 bills.
You know that guy that owns Virgin Records or Mobile or Virgin Airline or whatever, Virgin Phone or whatever?
Yeah. 45
He
million
does
20s.
weird stunts. And he jumped off a building in Vegas. Like, he stepped over the edge and ran down the side with, like, the zip line thing. You know what I mean? You ever see people do that?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't quite do it right. And he hit his ass so hard, he couldn't even talk when he got on the ground. He was holding it in real good, like, the ass pucker hit. Like, he couldn't talk because his ass was so puckered. How was that jump? Oh, that was great. He like came over the edge like, and like he was out too far or something, and he didn't realize how much when he came in, his legs like gave out.
Yeah.
And his ass kind of was like the next stopper.
You ever hit your tailbone really hard?
That's what he did, but coming over the edge like that.
I've fucking done that before, man. It fucking hurts.
He couldn't even talk from it, dude. You should look it up. It's funny. That'd be the first thing I would have said if I was the announcer. How's the ass? And the ass? How was the jump? And the ass? After he goes, it was great. And the ass? I don't know if he seems a little gay to me, that dude.
I'm sure he's experimented. I'm not sure, allegedly, he's experimented. Gotta be careful what you say nowadays.
He allegedly played the skin flute in band in high school.
Yeah. He just wanted to try everything at least once. That's all it was.
So
it has nothing to do with being gay.
So he tried every dick.
I tried everything once, so I had to at least suck a dick one time.
Black one, a white one.
Black
I couldn't discriminate against him. He tried every dick, too.
I had to try every type.
Oh, it's a cute little one.
I had to try a little one, too.
Some of them he had to turn down. It's like, whoa.
I prefer the little one.
Forget about that one. That's not me. He prefers the little one. I prefer, like, the petite, more petite. There's names for it.
Yeah.
The petite style.
I prefer the average one.
I wonder if you're on a dating gay website, do you just have like one of the questions is how big's your dick? Like,
yeah.
It's like,
well, you
color
think
hair,
guys and
how
girls,
tall
that
you
doesn't
are.
come up usually on the guy and girl thing, does it?
No. Well, I'm sure eventually in conversation, but it's not like on your profile. Brown hair, 6'5", 8-inch cock,
Yeah.
saggy balls.
Well, what's funny is women, you pretty much got an idea what their whole setup is just really by looking at them. With a guy, though, it could be a little bit of a mystery.
True, but there are way better looking pussies than others, so. Some of them are fancy looking meat chunks, and some are just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never personally seen a nasty looking one, but I've seen them on like the internet.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you even call that? Woo, woo,
What
cover
is that?
up. Cover that thing
I feel
up.
bad, you know, it's like everybody's dealt with their, situation, what they're born with.
You're worried about breast augmentation. You need to get that thing looked at.
I'm sure, trust me, I'm sure there's plenty of women who go and get it fixed. It just
There
ain't
probably
talked
is.
about as much like breast augmentation is.
Or erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
Are you
Like, guys, you
experiencing?
can't, what can you do? You just can't go get it enlarged.
You probably can.
I don't think so. I mean, what do they do?
Never heard
They
of
put a
it, but
cadaver,
nowadays
they put a cadaver penis on you.
they put a hydraulic
Pumping
thing.
mechanism.
You know those it's what the fuck is it
It's
called?
like,
Like
could you
an
get
actuator?
you know how they get
It's
like
an actuator, an electronic actuator.
you know how people get
All
like
of
a
a sudden it
transplant?
malfunctions.
Like,
It's
could you get a
going
transplant?
up and down, up and down. It's like malfunctioning while you're in a meeting,
I think they can transplant one on you.
right?
Huh.
You wake up and you have two dicks. I thought it said a two.
Or they accidentally put it on upside down or something.
Upside down.
It's
The
like,
balls are on the top.
it's like pointing up all the time, like when you piss. It's like, dude, you fucking can't even. Dude, you put this penis on upside down.
Right?
The doctor's like looking at it, like, which way is up? Thinking about it.
The nuts are on the top. Whoops.
I don't think you get a nut transplant,
I know, I'm just saying.
but you could, maybe. Maybe you get a ball from somebody else.
They give you like a profile. This guy was a stuntman. These are some balls. This dude had balls. It's like he's the first guy to jump. You have a list of people that you get your balls from. Like one dude's like a lion tamer. They're all guys that had balls. This dude, he used to jump fucking school buses on a dirt bike.
All of a sudden, you start doing crazy shit then.
Yeah, they picked someone with, you're like, I need a set of balls, but I want it from a dude that had balls.
That might have some effect on you.
You never know. We should do some research about
Like-
testicle transplants and then question these people.
Like on rats and stuff in the lab?
No. We'll see if anyone's had ball transplant, if it changed the way they were. We'll interview these people. What changed when you got your... Well, I never had the urge to walk a tightrope prior to having my new balls. And now I crossed the Grand Canyon on a tightrope with no safety net.
Wow.
Are they larger balls than the ones you used to have? Here's the questions you have. Do they both hang even? Because I was wondering, tightrope and all, maybe your balance. Maybe
Yeah.
you finally have perfectly even balls and your balance is better. Your old balls are a little out of kilter. Why don't they make NASCAR race the other way one year and see if they're just as good the other way?
Other people start winning.
It's the first year we switched the direction of NASCAR. You can't, ding, hold on, ding, you can't do that.
It's the same track. You could easily do it. Just
People
point them
will
all
be
the
off.
other way.
It will exercise your neck the other way for a while.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
Instead of going to the left. Everyone's like, you go to the chiropractor, my neck's bad. Watch NASCAR again, aren't you? You got that left turn we call it left turnitis. And it comes from too much NASCAR loop-de-loo lefting.
None of the car mechanics would know how to fix the car. It'd be like, they can't make the car go that way. Like, we're gonna have to hire some new mechanics. We need to hire some right-turning mechanics.
We need to hire foreign mechanics because they're used to being on the other side of the street.
Yeah.
Why is that? I don't know if I could get used to riding on the other side of the street. It's not fair. We have to do everything different. Everywhere else does that but us. How fucking gay are we that we have to be opposite? We don't even have the same football.
Weren't we the
Here's
first
what we're
ones,
gonna
though,
do.
to make roads and cars? I think they were all different than us.
Yeah, but did it start by traveling in horse and buggy a certain direction? Anyway,
Yeah, maybe.
We
Maybe
can't
right
even
there.
take. We can't even take like. We're gonna take football, and we're not even gonna kick that ball, but once in a while.
Yeah.
Not like your football where you only kick it and can't touch it with your hands. We're only going to touch the football with our hands, and we're only going to kick it a couple of times.
Yeah. We're
gonna
still
kick
going to
it where
call it
no one-
football, though.
Yeah. Just to fuck with you guys. We're going to make
Why do we
this
call it
opposite.
football when you almost
It's
never use your foot with it?
just to fuck with the Europeans
It's
a little
like,
more.
it makes no sense.
I'm in the Nazi pissing
We should call
off.
it like run throw ball.
Well, we couldn't call it rugby.
Run throw ball.
It should be called wife beater ball. Oh, damn, did I say that? It's the only sport where you get to smack your wife around and it's acceptable. It's like a big club of steroid-infested wife beaters.
I don't
And no
think
one
so.
says nothing.
That's
Bullshit.
all allegedly.
No one says nothing because it's a big group of people with a lot of money.
Huh.
See how you could hush it up.
Kind of
under
like
the rug.
CNN, a big group of people with a lot of money.
It's kind of like this. It's like, I wonder if mothers go, you know, when you marry into football, you're getting smacked around a little. But it's part of the... How many almonds does it take to make a half-gallon of almond milk?
God, how do you milk those fuckers?
You think it's even real? I'm thinking it might not even be real. It couldn't possibly be that much
It
milk
can't be
coming
all
out.
coming from almonds. It has to be a mixture of like water and almond.
What do you get, like a half a drop per almond? I
Yeah.
don't even remember them being juicy at all.
That don't even make sense. I
Do
should
you
look
get
up
them
how
at
to
an
make
early
almond milk.
stage? It's a big, it's just milk with a little water added and some almond extract.
Wow, it comes from China.
I'm like, how many, like even olive oil. Seems like you take an awful lot of olives to make olive oil. Some of that shit's gotta be fake. I'm sure. It's fucking canola oil with a little green number 2.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
Well, I've read that a lot of olive oil there's a lot of bullshit, like you're saying.
Yeah.
That
I know it.
if you're not spending like $40 on a small bottle of olive oil, then it ain't real. That's what I'm saying.
Here's my question of the week. You know how there was another shooting down in Texas, wherever the fuck? What? There always was shootings, though. I mean, since the cowboy days, since the invention of the gun, there's been shootings. It's just, I don't see why all of a sudden we put so much emphasis on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like assault weapons are what they go after right away. It just so happens that a lot of gun owners have assault weapons because they're gun nuts. So, first thing they want is an AK-47 or something like that. I mean, you rarely hear like, hey, you shot up the whole town with a 25. They usually got a whole arsenal.
You shot up the whole town with a 22.
With a 22 pistol, a little revolver, 4-shooter. With a, what do they call that?
He had to load it 30 times.
He had a little 2-shooter. They used to use them in poker games in the cowboy games.
Yeah.
Cowboy days. No one could tackle them. I'd still be afraid of that gun. I mean, a 22 could fuck you up. Because the bullet could bounce around like inside of you, like it hits a bone and just starts going in other directions.
Yeah, it doesn't go cleanly through you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 22 could be worse than a gun that just blows a hole through you.
Yeah.
Depends. There's so many variables.
It's all about where you get hit. I think if
You
you're
let it
really
get
skinny, it's harder to hit you, you know? But if you're fatter, you're like a bigger target.
I wonder what fat, like when they shoot the ballistic gel and it all deforms, like in slow motion, you can see it. Like if you're fat, does that probably happens like, and if you're like real
It's probably
skinny,
insulating your
like,
organs.
I wonder how fat we were really supposed to be. I think you'd have to. I would say go to nature, like look at tribes, like tribal countries and what the Congo, and look and see how many fat people are in those people.
It's
that
usually just like the
survive.
king who's fat, like the like what is the head of the tribe? The
Yeah,
chief. It's like the chief is fat and everybody's skinny.
yeah. It's kind of like regular society today.
Yeah. It's funny how democracy and a large middle class just causes huge amounts of obesity. If we had just had a lot more poor people, we would be way skinnier.
We have poor people, but we feed them pretty well,
Yeah, we feed
and they
our
don't.
poor. Other countries starve their poor. We just feed the fucking shit out of them.
We feed our poor better than the middle class, just to shut them up, keeps them slower. We don't have to chase them too fast.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go eat dessert.
What are you making? I already ate dessert before dinner.
I gotta find some, or I'm gonna starve.
Oh, you're a jackass. Have a
But
piece of fruit.
eat some fruit.